believe he's going to have a chance to go back to the back of the line and cool it down.
Yeah. He said, let me move back here and start over again.
Here comes Michael to help him. The AC Delco Chevrolet of Schrader on the inside.
Somewhere you've got to weigh it out by burning the motor down and staying in that bag. So I promise some of those guys are going to cook them if they're not careful.
You know, you see these two cars drafting on the inside. They don't have the advantage of a long line to fill those holes up and really pull back up into contention. You see them dropping back. That inside line, unless you've got a big line of traffic with them, you don't need to do that.
They'd like to move back in that outside lane. There might be a hole there the width of your car, but you're not running the same speed. And you pull up in there and somebody will wrap you on that rear bumper and send you for a ride.
Or your spotters say you're clear and you pull over, and about that time you turn sideways, so you're into somebody's quarter panel.
3 wide again, back behind the leader.
You know, this is the front straightaway of this racetrack. And you can see it's not even straightaway. It's one of the toughest sections of the racetrack. The corners are banked 30-something degrees. You got about half of that degree of banking in the tri-oval, and you're running the same speed, so it's tough getting through there.
Look at this second pack. They're 2 and 3 wide behind the top 10. Here's the lead pack, 10 cars strong. Bernie Irvin back to Michael Waltrip. There's that second group. A lot of good racing back there. Excuse me, there's Waltrip in that second pack. It was Dale Jarrett trailing the first one.
Okay, Nemechek's done a good job. He's got himself right up there in the front and just really been working since the green flag dropped and worked right back up to the lead.
Riding with Chuck Bound.
Wow, I tell you what, that makes me homesick. I'd like to be out there with you tomorrow, Neil.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I'm telling you. Boy, look at the car wiggle right there in front of him, trying to get up in front of him.
So Tracy Leslie just ahead.
The ideal thing, like Buddy's talking about, right here, trying to get to the outside of the guy and take that outside line away. Just, here we are at base cam. You see him going down in the corner here. Very little turn into the steering wheel right here. The degree of banking rolls up so much, you almost leave the wheel straight. The car just runs in the banking, virtually turns itself, and then straightens back out. You won't see him crank the wheel much here. Be a little jerking, but not much turning.
Down back about 21st place.
What you get into here, you can see just by looking at this shot, you're relying on that driver in front of you. You can't see a whole lot in front of you. You depend on the driver in front of you to lead you along.
It's Chad Little in 17.
You can see out the front of Chad Little's car there, you can see the back of these cars moving around. You see what I'm talking about? It's not smooth at all.
Back with Chuck Bound right behind Larry Pearson. The Stanley Tools car.
You know, Mike, you say, look at this car. He's in 21st spot. He's flying. He's not far from the leader.
Yeah.
He's right in there.
Yeah, so you get yourself boxed in here. Here he is in that outside lane. And there's, that's Mark Martin inside, but like you're talking about, both of Mark, he's saying, I need to pull that outside lane or not. Is this inside lane going? It's almost a decision you get over and say, oh, man, I got it wrong. No different than going to work in rush hour traffic. You get one lane that runs good for a while, and the other slows down.
Let's check down on pit road.
Well, I'm here with Jeff Hensley, Chuck Bound's crew chief. Water temperature going up on the car. You're in the hunt there. What can you do about it?
Well, you know, right now the only thing we can do is just try to breathe the car as much as we can, try to stay out in the open. But, man, that's hard to do here because you really need to be in line. But, you know, he moved back. It went to 260. He moved back and kind of got out of line, and it's dropped back to 230, 225 right now. But we just get in here and cool it off for the first stop, put some water in it. I don't feel like we're the only ones having this problem, but I hope we're not anyway. But, you know, if we can just get the ST Pontiac cooled down. We've got a really good car. It's too early right now to take a chance.
Well, you see that second pack is caught back up to the first 10. Ward Burton and Dale Jarrett getting shuffled back as Mike Walker and Steve Grissom move up. But Grissom's come a long way today. Started 30th. He's in the top 10.
He's on his regular game plan. He qualifies back, moves up when the race starts.
You know, they said something real important. 260, he's starting to lose water if it's that hot. You really have to watch that thing because about 220, it starts spitting just a little bit of water out, and it'll use it up in a hurry.
Well, one of the problems it creates is the hotter it gets, it loses power. And he's talking about he's backing off a little bit. When he's got a lot of power, he can afford to back off some. But when it starts running hot, you can't back off. It's just a snowball effect. And I'll tell you what, he's going to be to the rear if that thing's running that hot.
Riding with Mark Martin a second ago. There's look at that pack he's right in the middle of. Trailing Larry Pearson. Tracy Leslie down to the inside.
This is
Look at them dance.
This is when you hope everybody's aiming real straight. You're just kind of boxed in, and you're going along with the flow, and you're just putting a lot of faith on the rest of those guys to do the right things.
That's when you say, I hope this 22 knows I'm on the outside coming through here.
Yeah, he does. Jimmy Spencer in the Grease Lightning car. Ed Barrier caught ill this morning, and so Spencer in that car today. Ernie Irvan leading. Earnhardt second. Jeff Burton is third. We asked Ernie Irvan what he needs to most concentrate on to win here at Talladega.
I guess probably the draft, just being able to protect the outside and still go fast too. And if a guy gets on the outside, he moves you to the inside, you go backwards. So probably being able to protect your outside of your car.
Exclusive coverage of the Fram Filters 500K on the Nashville Network is brought to you by Smooth Busch Beer and easy drinking Busch Light. How many cars can you fit under a blanket? Try 22. The whole lead draft is just packed tightly once together. Once again.
And there's another Burton up there. That's Jeff Burton running the second there. He's showing a lot of muscle. And the car really looks to be working well.
Riding with Mark Martin. Last time around, he was the 8th place car. Randy LaJoie down on the bottom.
There's that move to the outside. Just like Buddy said, drive around on the outside. Then the guy that you get out there, you just hang him out automatically.
Well, the two Burton brothers really working the top of the racetrack. Jeff in number 8, the Baby Ruth Ford of Phil Martozzi. Oh, there goes Nemechek.
Stay down, car.
He does.
And don't go back to the right.
A little into the dirt bank. Not much. That'll take your breath.
The main thing, like Buddy said, stay on the ground. Don't get to flipping.
Caution flag. Comes out at lap 37. Joe Nemechek.
He was right there in the front when it happened. He went third. Last lap around.
Back going again. Will make it back around to pit road. Doesn't look like a whole lot of damage on that car. We'll check it out when we come back to Talladega. We're under caution for the third time. Joe Nemechek back on track after that slide through the grass on the backstretch infield here at Talladega that brings out this third caution flag. Let's show you what happened.
This is coming off turn 2 here. You see Nemechek. Oh, the blue car.
LaJoie.
LaJoie right under him. Looks like he got into the quarter panel or whatever happened. They touched off that corner and went around. And the key right here is not get it in the air.
That was so, I mean, he just barely touched him. But right at that particular point, the car is coming up towards the straightaway, and it's real light on the back there. And it touched him, and around he comes.
Another angle.
A little bit of a tap right there.
That was Chad Little just outside of LaJoie there, side by side.
Before they made it mandatory to put windows in the right side and those railings down the middle part of that race car, 2 years ago, that car would have went over and over probably 15, 20 times down that back straightaway, so it's working.
First pit stops of the day, using the big hammer to pound out that rear quarter panel on Nemechek's car.
Neil, that's about as easy as you can wreck it, Talladega.
Yeah, it slides that far. He wrecked for a mile just about. Still got out of it in decent shape.
There's the way they come off pit road after that big flurry of activity. Earnhardt, Burton. Ernie Irvan up there. It takes about 2 minutes, actually more than that, to run a caution lap here, so Nemechek's crew will have a bit of time to get some work done. Vic Kangas and the crew, they're going to get one to go this time by, it looks like.
You see him working on the hood area. If you'll notice, that damage was done before he got in the wall. These things are made to go in a straight line, and when he turned it around backward, it sucked all that air, and the hood just broke all the hood hinges and everything off. The hood actually broke before it ever got in that inside wall.
Let's take a break while we're under caution. Chad Little feeling the heat today. Talladega, aren't we all? We'll be right back live on TNN.